guys, welcome back. Modi 101 here, and I'm here with Mikey.
Hey!
And we are back in regrowth, and we've been busy. Look at all this room for activities, Michael.
Yeah, Modi has made this all bigger, and he removed the house.
Yeah, I had a toothache for like a whole day. Like, it was just my gums were swollen really bad, and it hurt really bad. So a lot of time, instead of if I just like lay in bed or just sit there and watch TV, I just obsess over it. But weirdly enough, if I do off-camera work, I can kind of listen to TV while I do it. I can kind of distract myself. And yeah, I just literally sat on here for like 4 or 5 hours just working on stuff. So we got it all spread out. We have an entire field of carrots, all at 10, 10, 10. Same thing with potatoes. Wheat is still just at normal range. Oh, there's one here that didn't get a thing. No, we'll fix that. And then cotton so we can get string. And then everything else I just kind of kept in the single row format. But I did get the Botania flowers up to full rows just because I had the space.
Okay.
So
yeah.
The math actually worked out perfectly on what we had. And then we have down here, I did more of we got an entire field of the essence. They're all 10, 10, 10. I think all of these are 10, 10, 10 because you did those.
Yeah.
Entire field of essence because, you're going to eventually need a lot of this. And then we got nature and dye. I don't know. Did you split these up or did I split these up?
I moved them, yeah, because
cool.
I was trying to keep like the fire, earth, and water. I'm going to put air right next to them.
Well, all of these were kind of the organic ones that I put in this one. So, nature, you can get like vines and stuff like that, dye.
I understand what you're doing, but I was trying to keep them together so when I put them in chests, because the fire and water work together to make one thing, and fire and air work.
Yep, and then we got skeleton
together,
and Enderman. So this was kind of the mob one here.
Yep.
And then here is all of the kind of goodies. So like the ores and the stuff. And then of course we have a whole lot more that we can continue because I think these are going to be the lion's share of crops eventually. So I added a lot more rows because we only had 3. That way, if you make, because we were kind of running into things where you could only put down 3 to make them go, and they take so long that, that's why I didn't do the wheat or some of the other stuff because I didn't want to use up those things. Gave us another big grass patch over here that we could use maybe if we get it, because I know we need to start getting into animals.
Yep.
I still have the crossbreeding areas here, which I don't even know if we're going to need anymore. But they're here.
Yeah, but it's better to have them than not need them than need them and not have them.
Yep, and then we have these 3 here as well. We can do whatever, and then we have the mushrooms. Took down the house. What I did is this is our stairs that goes down to like our nether portal and where
took me a minute to figure out how to get to the beds for a minute. I was like, oh no, we got rid of the beds and everything. I was like,
No, we're good. Now it was just we had 2 places right next to each other to go downstairs.
Oh yeah, no, I was just for a minute. I came up here and I was like, I panicked so that there was no way down where there used to be, and I was like,
So we took care of all that. Your chickens have just been cooking along. I used our barrels and our drawers that we had to kind of put some things that we had abundance of, and left a couple spaces here just in case a little bit more. Put all our tables and our seed analyzer down here, and then these chests. This is basically food. This is kind of mob drop type stuff. We've got plant-based stuff. This is kind of... Now, I took down your chest for making essence just because I completely forgot how to set it back up.
No problem. I'll worry about that.
And I didn't know where you wanted it. This one here is empty. We could use for whatever. This is kind of just a hodgepodge of stuff. And then this one down here is kind of wood items. Or just kind of like wood block construction items that I really didn't want to take up a drawer full for. So, And then Mikey set up the chests over here to basically auto pull out the stuff with the super crafting frame. So in this one, he's got all the iron, the copper, what is this, like tin or something like that?
Tin, yeah.
Yeah, tin.
And then coal on this one side.
On that side. So we just put it in, then we can pull it out. And then now this one, you went all out. This one you actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, could we not put one here because there's one here? Is that how this works?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
I figured. So he actually was figured out that you could put them on top. So in essence, you could, and I'm assuming you could put them on the bottom.
Yeah. The only problem is would be trying to get to the top ones or the bottom
true,
ones
yeah,
or whatever. You'd have to dig like a tunnel down underneath it to get to the bottom ones.
Or put it up and build like stairs to the top ones. But in essence, you could put 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 on one chest. But I mean, having 7 on here is more than enough. So
yeah.
we can only do this, and then this one is for the organics here, so we can do. Now the sand comes from earth seeds.
I believe it's. Let me double check. I know it involves fire.
Oh, is it okay? So it's a cross between the two.
Yeah, it's fire. It's fire and earth. Yeah.
Okay, and then earth seeds I think give us dirt.
Yep.
And then, of course, we have water and lava seeds here as well. And these ones pretty much, I don't think we're going to need that much dye seeds and nature seeds.
No, that's why I didn't put anything down over here for them. We can do those whenever we need to do anything with them.
And we could honestly take that setup you had in the house for the essence stuff with the stones and put it over here. So, and that way these could just kind of go straight into there. So, cool. So we definitely have a lot more space. Now it's just kind of back to doing the grind of getting everything. I do need to try and venture out soon and try and find some oysters. I tried to find some on the way on our adventures, and I was unlucky. I actually still remember how to make the oyster setup, because the oysters technically have to be underwater. Which in this pack is kind of tricky because your bubbles go down pretty quick, real fast if you don't have the snorkel on. But there's actually a way to build it to where they're technically water on top of the oysters, but you can still get to the front of them and they don't have water and they still work. So it's a little box thing you have to kind of make. But the only problem is I need to find some first. You can't craft them. And unfortunately, because we don't have teleporting, I can't really just teleport to an ocean. But I do still have the snorkel, so I think that's going to be one of my goals for this episode, because we are going to have to start getting into the mariculture stuff.
Yep.
I know you made the vat, but what is the other part? There's the heater, the smelter, or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah, that you melt stuff down in and pour it out to...
And I think that's kind of how you could make, not necessarily alloys, but in that same.
But you can ore double in that, I think.
Yeah.
And it's also how we're going to need to make the stuff for the smeltery.
Yeah.
For the cheaper stuff.
Yeah, which we're going to definitely want to do, because Mikey and I were talking, and we're still running flint tools.
Yeah.
And the only way that I know of to get anything else. By the way, I'll be back. I'm going looking for an ocean.
Okay.
The only...
I'm going to be working on some seeds. I've got stuff set up to make a couple more sets of seeds and stuff like that.
Okay. But yeah, we want to get into some better weapons and stuff, and tools, so we're going to need to go the smeltery route on that. Now, I will admit, in this pack, I always did mariculture because to the level where you kind of had to. But there's actually some pretty cool things with the rings, bracelets, and necklaces, I believe it is, in mariculture to give you abilities. I don't know if this is the exact one, but just like the concept like water breathing or night vision or stuff you can do with, you can basically make, it's kind of like how the baubles work.
Yeah,
some of the other mods, you craft them a certain way. So to do that, you need pearls. Different colored pearls have different effects, So, like the red pearls are fire-based and the blue pearls are water-based and everything. But to do that, you have to get oysters. It's the only way that you can make the pearls. And then you use those with some other materials to be able to make the bracelets and everything else. So, and then I think there's a lot of stuff that has to do with like fish oil, if I remember correctly. So, yeah, you have to do a lot of stuff where you have to build kind of a tank to crossbreed fish in and all kinds of stuff. So, mariculture is a full kind of seafood-based mod. And that's also how I describe my brother. He's a full seafood-based mod. I don't know what that means. Anyways, but hope you guys, they've been really watching the series and supporting. I'm really happy about this.
Yeah, I'm glad too. I'm happy
full
that
congratulations go out to Mikey with the Let's Go Retro idea, because I'll be dead honest with you. You know, I've had people say, "Oh, play Regrowth" for a long time, and I'm almost like, it's so old, and I already did it. And people say they want to watch it, but then they're probably not going to watch it, and I was wrong.
Yeah, like I said, I suggested it for selfish reasons because I wanted to play it. And
yeah. Now you played this, but it was a long time ago as well, right? Or did you?
Yeah, well, I could never really play it because of my old computer.
Oh, that's right.
As soon as I would start to load in, mobs would start attacking me and stuff like that, and I could never really get anything done because I'd be being killed instantly.
Yeah, because of the lag. So, but yeah, like I said, I played it a couple of times. I mean, it was a really popular pack, you know, back in the day as much. And like we talked about in the other episode, I'm just surprised there was never a part 2 or anything like that. Okay, there's not a single oyster out here. I gotta remember how to. Oh, I see one. Okay, let's see if I remember how to do this. I think to get them, you actually have to break the block below them, if I remember correctly. All right, so let's get the pearl, break the block, and get out so I don't drown, and see if I actually got it. There we go. One pearl oyster. Okay, so, wow, that rain just stopped. Holy Jesus. Let's see if I can find a couple more. If we find like 6 to 8 of them, I want to start working on the, it's really not an auto harvest. So basically the way the pearls work is like I said, you have to have them underwater, and then you put sand in them. And I don't remember if you have to close them or not, or if they automatically close. I don't 100% remember, but you have to put sand in them, and then you have to wait. And then after a certain while, they will basically, like real oysters, compress that sand down into a pearl. And I think it's just random on what you get, like what color you get.
I think so, but I'm not sure myself either.
I don't think it's because there's not different oysters, so there's not like a red oyster, a blue oyster, a green oyster, and it's just sand. I think you might be able to put red sand in it, but I think that's just a Ore Dictionary thing. I don't think it has anything to do with, like, I don't think you get red ones more because you use red sand or anything like that. So, but no, I mean, I think we're chugging along pretty good here. I remember there being something about having to go, because in mariculture they have scuba gear, but it's like old school, like 1920s Jacques Cousteau scuba gear. So it's like the big suit and the big, metal helmet with the cage and stuff. And this is one of those things where it's good to be playing with a friend, because early on to get oxygen, you have to hook it up to a tube, or to like a tube. So you can only go as far as the tube runs. It's like 16 or 32 blocks or something like that in any direction. But the thing is that you have to spin a wheel to get air into the tube. Now you can spin it, jump in, and try and do what you need to do before you run out of air. Or you can have a buddy stay up there and spin the wheel for you so that you won't die. Or stop spinning the wheel because they think it's funny. And
I would never.
We're really going to find out what kind of guy Mikey is when we get to that point. Or, you know what? Maybe you'll go scuba diving and I'll do it. And, well, we know what kind of person I am. I would just doing that. Yeah,
no.
That is not a good idea for anyone involved. And weirdly enough, including myself. Okay, really? There's one oyster? One in the whole place.
More than you had before.
Yeah. but sometimes it's nice to remind myself that the glass is half empty. Let my glass be half empty, Michael.
Fine, whatever.
Wow, I didn't know you were going to go negative so quickly. Jeez. Sometimes the glass is half full, Michael. Just remember that.
And sometimes the glass is entirely empty.
Really, all the time it should be like, who drank half my water? Like, that's really the question. I never see anybody asking, like, this glass was full. I went to the bathroom. I'm home alone. I'm terrified. Who drank my water?
It's just evaporation.
Okay, I can see that in Arizona. It's a very dry heat. But I would think where you live in Florida, the cup would get fuller. It'd be like, I didn't have this much water. Oh, it must be air water. All right, come on. I'm seeing all kinds of stupid dried kelp. And how is it dried kelp when it's in the ocean? It doesn't make any sense. But, no, we're doing good. We're doing good. And, like he's doing great at beating recordings. Everybody's bugging me. He's a little freaked out of the fact that he has like 70 subscribers on a channel that has 0 content.
Let's see. I've got air seeds down. Okay. I've got aluminum seeds down.
Okay.
And I've got gold seeds down.
Nice. Now, do you need some of those to be able to get the next tier? Is that basically how it works?
No, I'm just doing them as I see them. I think I've got everything. There's one that I'm gonna need some tin for, but that we've got tin already down, so that's okay.
Okay.
Because for some reason, bauxite needed.
Which is
tin.
Because what is bauxite?
Oh wait, all right. That's all right. I did the portion where I needed to get the essence of aluminum from it. That's right. Yeah. My bad. Yeah. My brain just kind of skipped a gear there.
It happens. All right, where in the hell? Seriously. The worst part is I know, well, first of all, they might be down deeper, but I'm scared because of, breathing. I don't understand how a snorkel makes me dive deeper. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that there is a bit of a logical fail there. But.
You know what? Just in general, snorkels confuse me. Okay, so the main concept you would think, from what I understand with a snorkel, is that you can kind of just swim kind of on the surface, maybe a little under, and have it sticking out so that you don't have to bring your head up every 30 seconds to breathe or whatever it is. I get that, but then anytime you see anything people oh, we went snorkeling, and they're 80 fathoms down, and it's how does that 12-inch straw help you do that? That doesn't make, just so you can get to the surface and breathe a millisecond earlier than if you just went to the surface. It never made sense to me. So, but I've never done it. Scuba diving makes sense. That kind of freaks me out. The thought of that kind of freaks me out.
Oh yeah, it terrifies the hell out of me too. But I can understand the logic behind it.
Yeah, but no, that's something that. All right, seriously, I just want a couple more. I've literally still just found the one. Well, I didn't want to do this off camera because I wanted people to be able to see it, but I got one, and I can kind of set up the production and show what it looks like with the one, and then I guess go hunting for them a little bit later. So, all right, TP into you. Yay! Hi. All right, so let me just set up. I'm going to set up a one oyster build version of this. Let me grab some of this, and I think I'll just put it maybe over here somewhere. I don't know, but the regular one's going to be kind of big. It's kind of like the old school mob farms I would make. The 1 block wide ones. It kind of looks like that. So.
Okay, yeah.
All right, so that's going to be the oyster. And then that will be the water. Maybe we'll do 2 blocks up like that. And then like that. Okay. All right, let me see if I remember how to do this. It's been a couple of years, so you have to bear with me. All right, so if I come over here, I'm going to grab us a couple pieces of sand, and we'll go red sand. I think I can use this. Now, these oysters will not let you place them unless they're underwater. So you can't do the water thing like later. So you kind of have to be quick with this so you don't flood out your whole area. All right, let's see if I can do this. Let's get this out of the way. Bring this down. All right, so we're going to do that and then that. A little bit of flooding. It's fine. We're good. We're good. Wait, why is the water not stopping?
Oh, sometimes it's weird like that.
Alright, well that was weird. That should have... This should have dropped.
And I will warn you, when getting lava out of the essence chest that I have them in, do not be holding another bucket of lava in your hand.
Because it'll just pour out?
You'll let yourself on... Yeah, you'll pour it at your feet and light yourself on fire. Because I just did that.
Okay, well good for you. I'm proud of you, buddy. Okay, let me see if I remember how to do this. Maybe I need to go up a little bit more. Alright, maybe another row. Don't shoot me, skeleton. Go away. Alright, let's make sure we keep torches up. But you know what? I'm going to have to do this in the next episode. We're already at the end, bud.
Oh, wow.
Time flies when things... That's all I got.
Happen.
Yep, that. Oh, see? He's so poetic. Look at that. All right, guys, we're going to wrap things up there. So we got a little bit of work. I mean, we got a lot of work done in between episodes. Mikey is definitely getting our crops situated, which is really, really nice. You know what? I think maybe the next episode, before you make the next one, I want to watch. Because I'm realizing now that anybody who maybe didn't see this pack isn't seeing how you're making those seeds. They're just seeing the final product. So next episode, you have another one that you're working on getting.
Yep, I'm almost ready to start making another seed. So
yep. So next episode, we'll show you exactly. I'll show you the recipe and then basically what he's doing to get all of these seeds, and we'll kind of cover that. And I'm going to try and get this automatic oyster thing set up again if I can try and remember how I did it. So all right, guys, well, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Questions, comments, concerns, put it down in the comments section. Go check out all the channels down in the description, and while you're there, make sure you hit the subscription there as well. And if you guys want to come join myself and Mikey on our squad Discord with the rest of the squad, and on our multiple servers, we have 3 Minecraft servers, 2 gaming servers. You guys can do that by becoming Patreons. Help support what we do, while giving you a fun place to hang out and make new friends and chit chat with everybody, chit chat with us, and it's a good time. It's a good time. A lot of people seem to like it, and really I think they like hanging out with each other more than they like hanging out with us, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay. We're bringing people together. That's what we're here for. So and if you guys want to get your very own server just like this one right here, and what we use on every single multiplayer thing we do as a group, you can do that by heading on over to Host Havoc. We've been using it for almost a year now and could not be happier with them. Great customer support, awesome prices, huge selection on not only the different games that you can get servers for, but also the sizes that would fit you. I know a lot of server companies have kind of, a small handful of sizes of servers, and sometimes even the smallest is a little big for a lot of people, but they have actually a really wide variety of stuff you can get at really good prices. So go check them out. If you end up getting a server, tweet it at us and we'll give you a shout out about it, because that is super awesome. So, and until the next episode, we want to thank you guys so much for hanging out. See you guys next time.
Bye.